Aaron Forrest Fibonacci, 37, was arrested and charged with first-degree arson for intentionally setting the old trails fire, the largest of the recent destructive wildfires in Spokane, Washington. Spokane, Washington. Authorities stated he was seen kneeling near the grass where the fire sparked and was found with matches and a lighter. Now, as I did the research, people, it took a few days. I've been busy. They said they were missing 11 matches. 11 matches. The 1-1. I'm big on the 1-1 and the 1-1-1. What I want you to understand, people, these are the last days. And you might not really understand why I do what I do, but I've been in the spirit realm ever since I was a kid. I guess they say I just can't help myself. It's part of the gift, but I just have a very sensitive part of me is always in the spirit realm. I don't see things in the normal way. And when I get an inkling, I dig like a dog until I get what I need to do, like an investigator. So I waited in part because I wanted this guy's middle name. I found out it was an F, but his last name, his middle name is Forrest. Forrest. Aaron Forrest. Forrest. Just want you to think about that, and I'll come back. Fire truck is E44. 44 presidents, Barack Obama. When he interviewed this guy, he's in green like a forest. Here he is, $1 million bill, but that's him right there, Forrest. He's got on green like in forest. I noticed the chairs, the blue and the purple, like I've been teaching you guys for 5 years, the Phoenician colors. They interviewed this lady as well. Phoenician colors, blue and purple. Call it coincidence. Wildfires, people, wildfires. Good evening, I am Franchise Pearson. Welcome, Barack Obama's birthday. I believe it's Tuesday, August 4th, 2026, 11:52 p.m. Like I said, I'm gonna go down with the fight. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm trying to go by faith, all that I can. I looked at my numbers, so now I gotta do a 4th video. I'm like, well, finish this one, because I've been working on it off and on. So I had to do 4 videos just to pay the bills, because they won't let the algorithm expand so people can see my videos. So I'll be under punishment till the day I die, I guess, if I keep doing this kind of YouTube. Anyway, I'm gonna endure somehow. So I appreciate you guys being a part of the video. Please subscribe, please hit the bell, please do the thumbs up. Please make sure you're subscribed every day. Let's play this, because I'm gonna break this thing down. I want you to understand something. Because these are the last days, they relive history, both biblical and American history, and even ancient history from overseas. And what I'm seeing lately is the consistency, of drawing from the past, being in the now, pointing toward the future. This is just not a fire. This is a event for the future. It's just not a fire. It is a statement from the past, in my humble opinion. Was it just him? I'll leave that up to you. it points toward something that happened. It's in Washington, is it not? Another part of Washington. It's in Washington though, right? Okay, this event happened in Washington. Okay, so Spokane, Washington fires. Then we got this name, you know. Hundreds of homes destroyed. Spokane's horrific wildfires could be preview for California, they say. Arson arrest made in connection to Washington wildfires. As officials race Washington's wildfire arson suspect twice linked to other blazes. This guy was suspected of setting two fires earlier. Can you believe that? This is what they're saying. But let's get into this. I wanna show you guys something here. Welcome. We're gonna break this puppy down, and you're gonna be shocked what I feel is going on.
Control in Spokane, Washington. It's destroyed neighborhoods, and authorities say it was set on purpose.
Yeah, the sheriff there revealed their suspect is a man who served time here in Arizona for killing his own father in an argument about the dishes. Steve.
He killed his own father 12 years ago, or was it 16 years ago? And anyway, in an argument about some dishes. That's a clue.
Nelson has the story tonight.
Well, before we get to the suspect, and we're going to talk a lot about...
Let's go straight to the story. Here he is.
Aaron Farinacci seated next to his lawyers in a Washington state courtroom Tuesday afternoon. He's accused of starting the Old Trails fire that's destroyed more than 700 structures and evacuated tens of thousands in Spokane.
It is the state's position that, given the nature of the charges, given the nature of this offense, that the defendant poses a danger to the community.
Fox 10's coverage of Farinacci began 16 years ago, October 11th, 2010. Mesa PD saying Aaron, at the age of 21, got into a fight with his dad Jeffrey about doing the dishes. They say he walked into his dad's bedroom, got his gun, and shot and killed his own father. He was arrested nearby after turning the gun on himself. He survived the bullet to the chest and was sentenced to 12 years in prison. The Spokane County Sheriff says a witness was key in charging Farinacci with arson.
Very good citizen noticed a male standing on the side of the road looking into the trees. A short time later, after being at home, they saw smoke coming from what they believed was the area that they had seen the male bending down by the side of the road.
He had waterproof matches and a butane lighter on him, according to the sheriff. Here he is being taken into custody by the sheriff's department. Videos from residents show the flames burning along the evacuation roads. The Old Trails fire has burned many homes. Survivors now facing the reality of what was lost and what must be rebuilt.
I have to show some strength, and it's hard to do that. It's just super hard.
All of mine and my siblings' childhood pictures.
Farinacci is being held on $1 million bail due back in court Thursday for his arraignment. Steve Niels.
Okay, we wish these people well. FEMA, everybody's involved. I understand they lost some pets. Definitely my condolences. Now, I want you to understand something. The guy's name is Forrest. Forrest. When I was growing up, you think about Smokey the Bear and forest fires. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. You think about Smokey the Bear and forest fires. His middle name is Forrest. I want you to think about the last few years about these names that you're hearing as events occur. There's a guy named Luigi who is in the New York prison, the same one where Puff Daddy's at, whereby a year plus ago, they say that allegedly Luigi gunned down the CEO of United Healthcare. Remember that story? Okay. He was caught in McDonald's. Remember? Luigi was caught in McDonald's. By who? Officer Fry. Are you following me? Officer Fry at McDonald's caught Luigi. And now we got a guy named Forrest. And you got forest fire, ding, 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 in your brain from the past. And remember the situation with the Carmelo Anthony stabbing situation that just happened? Just finished that court thing. I guess it's done a couple of months ago. Did you know that the same day, the basketball player named Carmelo Anthony, it was in the news that he would be possibly eligible to be in the Hall of Fame. You heard me. Carmelo Anthony, New York Knicks. It was in the news the same day, you can Google it, that he would possibly be in the Hall of Fame. And the same day they had a tragedy with a Carmelo Anthony with a stabbing at a track meet. I could go on. Just want to paint this picture. And well, the last one was this one today. The video I did on Jeannie Perot, United States Attorney. I just did a video on her a few hours ago. She's walking around with an umbrella with red and black on, coming to the White House. Then she leaves out with her black luggage and a white box. Black and white, like the checker flag I've been telling you guys about, the checker flag. August 22nd, 2026, in front of the Capitol, they got the Freedom 250 car race. When you finish the race, you get the checker flag, the X. X means I'm taking you out. But when you finish the race, like your race, when you race for life, it's the end of your life. I want you to understand the symbolism. She had a black and white, and she wore red and black, and she had an umbrella in her hand. What's the significance of that? Well, yesterday, the same day she had all this, the umbrella, Trump says she choked when it came down to dealing with this courtroom case about the reflecting pool. No charges. She couldn't find no evidence. Trump says she folded like an umbrella. But yet she walked into the White House with an umbrella. And I put in my video that the umbrella man was standing there with a black umbrella as the JFK limo drove by before he got popped. I could go on. I do so many videos. And how about that video I did a little bit earlier today? How about that one? When I put together that the day that Dr. Fauci testified, a few days ago, it was exactly 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days from the day that China closed the lab in Wuhan, China. And I can't even get 3,000 views on the video. You heard me. I just did a video that busted wide open. Probably the only one on the internet figured that out. That 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days on the day that Dr. Fauci pleaded the fifth 111 times. And the 111th day of the year, that's when Pope Francis died, which is April 21st. I can go on and on. But I digress. Let me get back to the story. I want to make my point. Officer Fry, are you kidding me? Jeannie with an umbrella, are you kidding me? and now forest, like forest fires. Come on, man. Come on, baby. And on top of that, they say the guy killed his daddy 16 years ago over an argument for doing dishes. And doing dishes come out to 722. Didn't Abraham Lincoln take his last breath on 722 a.m. on April 15th, 1865? Come on, man. And what about 74? Wasn't America founded on July 4th? Doing the dishes. Let me tell you what I think it's all about. Do you know that America had the White House burnt down by Britain on August 24th of 1814? Did you know that? Britain burned down the White House on August 24th, 1814. What that got to do with anything, Pearson? Well, they say Mr. Forrest got into an argument with his daddy over washing the dishes. Why you need the dishes washed? Because you just ate. Come on, man, work with me. Well, let me show you what happened back in the day. Come down the dishes and the White House being burned down.
14. During the War of 1812, British forces marched straight into Washington, D.C. And what did they do? They torched the White House. President James Madison had already fled. First Lady Dolly Madison saved a portrait of George Washington, but that was all. The British entered, dined on the president's abandoned dinner, and then set the place ablaze. It wasn't just the White House. They burned the Capitol, the Treasury, even the Library of Congress. Why? Retaliation. Just weeks earlier, American troops had burned the Canadian city of York, modern-day Toronto. So the British brought fire right back to America's capital.
It's with a twist and a spin. This is what's about to happen here, baby. They just telling you in a different way. I don't care what nobody say. They burned down the White House in Washington, D.C. And now you got a fire here in Spokane, Washington. Do you read me? By a guy named Forrest, like Forest Fire. And 16 years before that, he killed his daddy over washing some dishes. And the British troops, when they stormed the White House, they ate the president's dinner. Dishes and dinner. You don't think it go together? Oh man, come on. Come on, baby, work with me, work with me. Where I say work with me. Then you got him sitting up here testifying in green. His name is Forrest. And you got the purple and the blue, the Phoenician. I'm so done with this garbage, man. But look here. August 24th, 1814, Britain burned down the White House. August 1st, 2026, Forrest burned up Spokane. 211 years is the difference, and 49. Who's the 49th vice president? That's Kamala Harris. What that got to do with anything? Just wait, I'm gonna show you. President Trump got DoorDash at the White House. Let me show you this. I did a video on it, I couldn't find it. Watch this. Trump got DoorDash back in the day. Talking about dishes. Nah, he didn't need no dishes. He got McDonald's. What? Look.
This doesn't look staged, does it?
They're all your favorites.
These are good. The just doing a good job. So
I did a video on it. It's staged. She got on red and black. Red and black is sacrifice. Now look, that was April 13th of 2026. April 13th. Take April 13th, 2026, right here. Subtracted from the day that Forrest burned down Spokane, Washington, the difference is 111. Numbers don't lie. The 111th day of the year, I call it snake eyes. Who died on 111? That was April 21st. That's the Pope, Pope Francis. Now, when you go back into your history, you find out not only did the Pope die on April 21st, both Prince and King Charles' mother. They either died or were born on 421. 421 is a big number with them people. Think all this is coincidence? King Charles, ain't he part of Britain? Okay, watch this. November 14th, 1948, King Charles' birthday. November 14th, 1948, right there. 8/1/2026, forest burned down Spokane. Okay, the difference is 77 years and 8/24. What is 8/24? 8/24, 1814, Britain burned down the White House. I got your attention now, don't I? Call that coincidence if you want to. I just took King Charles' birthday and subtracted from the day that forest burned down Spokane. And it gave me 77 years ago and 8/24, the day that they burned down the White House. 8/24. August 24th. Somebody say, praise the Lord for the knowledge. We got to get right, get ready to get up out of here. Jesus is coming soon. This couldn't be coincidence, baby. Now look, when was Arizona founded? We're not going to get into that. Not get into that. What do I want to do next? We're going to end it right there. People, I love you. You can support the channel. I appreciate it. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. These folks not going to stop. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. We got to pray against this foolishness. Don't stop praying. Don't stop believing. Just ask the Lord to cover you in his blood. That's all I can say. I'll pray for you. You pray for me. You can help out in any way. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. Also have a P.O. box. God bless you. I'm about to get some sleep. Thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. Thank you.